Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will put toe together and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. On the option. He'll toss it.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking for space. It's Tucker. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Here comes the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Third down coming up.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's London. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. On the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll try the run. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 10. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. He's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air on first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds us back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got it. And on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Timeout, Kansas.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, Texas.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now adjusting. He got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. On target over the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. This will likely be the last play of the half. Going up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Texas.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you that number one.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Going to try to get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the 1st down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's 3rd down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. Discards a man. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dances away from the D. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
First down, Texas.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Power football with the run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Kansas 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly. 2 reload. Unlock. Go.
The give to the single back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's London. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Back to the air one more time. Firing to the right, complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Got it! And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Number 87, Allman in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Grabbed on the outside, it's London. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Coming after him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 4th down, trying to find his man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Kansas.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as be headed to overtime.
Number 89.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And now they're going to go for 2, and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. The snap sets up the throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Texas.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses that just boom in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.